So for energy and for satisfaction, what is happening is that the brain is giving this signal. Hello everyone, today we'll be discussing PYQ of chapter Motivation and Emotion in the year 2015. The questions in 2015 were, now first is that discuss the brain mechanism underlying the hunger motive. That means how the brain is operating for the hunger motive. That means the person is hungry or hunger is there. So what is happening is that how come the hunger is triggering the brain. So here you will find what that there is a part known as hypothalamus. Then you have neurotransmitters. Then you have hormones. Then you have neural networks. Two, three, four. Now what is happening is that in all of these segments, you'll find what that there is a release of hormones. It could be dopamine, etc. Why? Because now just understand, when the person is craving for food, right, what is happening is that the signal is coming from the brain, what that the body is requiring food. Why? Because for energy purpose, and other than that for satisfaction. Why? Because at least that much of food which can be good enough for the functioning of the body. So for energy and for satisfaction, what is happening is that the brain is giving this signal. Now from here onwards, there are people who eat only the type of food which is not only going to give satisfaction also, but give happiness also. Now in that case, what is happening is that dopamine is being released. Now once the dopamine is being released, what is happening is that this food is not only satisfying, but is also making the person happy. So for here onwards, you'll find that the brain, the part of the brain that is like hypothalamus is there, the neurotransmitters, the hormones and the neural network together give a signal, what? That the person is craving for food. So if the question is saying that discuss the brain mechanism underlying the hunger motive, what you have to do is that first you have to give an introduction with respect to how the hunger is related to brain. Then you have to write about the mechanism, that means how you are going to use these mechanisms, for what purpose, to satiate the person. Why? Because the person is hungry, so the person requires energy, and the person's body requires energy and all. So what is going to happen is that this entire networking is going to provide signal with respect to what? For satisfaction, right? Now moving on to the next question. In the same year, the next question says that distinguish between extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. Okay, so there are two kind of motivation. One is extrinsic, one is intrinsic. Okay. Which one is more powerful and why? Now, again, very opinion-based question they have asked you. So the answer will be very opinionated. Why opinionated? Now, extrinsic motivation is the motivation that is getting, or you are getting influenced, extrinsic, yeah, from external factors, right? Now, what are those external factors? External factors like money, promotion, rewards, appraisal, etc. Fine. Intrinsic motivation is that the motivation or the person is getting influenced internally. Right now, how is this happening? That means, how will the person get influenced internally? For example, you people are preparing for civil services, right? Now, a lot of people keep on asking that which option will be the best optional. So, there might be people with different opinion, but for me, I think if the person is opting the optional which really makes them happy while they are studying, so I think it will go for a long run. So why did I say this is because I'm a person that if I'm not happy reading the subject, so probably I could not read the subject. So internal motivation should be there. That means what is happening is that the work itself is making you happy. The work itself makes you happy. Now, you can ask me that, what is that kind of work? Example, if you see Virat Kohli. So, it's not about this money, promotion, rewards, or that is coming in his way. It is playing cricket itself makes this man happy. Right? So, for him, it's like intrinsic motivation is coming from the game he is playing, the sports he is playing. Now, the next part of the question is saying which one is more powerful and why. Now, totally depends upon person to person. As I said that, I cannot go for reading any subject if I am not actually enjoying it. So, some people might find that intrinsic motivation is going to be there for a long run, and extrinsic motivation is short-lived. Like, totally depends. So, whichever, motivation you find is probably going to be long lasting. You have to explain about it. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to talk about this only. For me, if you ask me, I will definitely go for intrinsic motivation. Why? Because I feel that these things are very momentary. So talking about them in a long run will definitely not motivate the person, which I feel. But if the person is enjoying what they are doing then the person will definitely reach to a place which they might have not even thought about. Okay, so thank you so much. In the next video, I'll be coming about different questions with respect to different years. Thank you so much.